Hi folks, it's gray November. I guess we fell out of love with October. Actually, I had a great October. I had a pretty busy October. I'm so busy. Actually, I was pretty busy. I went home to my home island of Cape Breton. I was very lucky for my aunt to spot a direct flight from Calgary to Sydney, Nova Scotia. I'd never done that before. I'd always flown to Halifax and then either flown or taken a bus, or someone would drive me to Cape Breton, but not this time. So that was very kind of my Aunt Sue to spot the ticket, and also her and my family to essentially sponsor me to go home. my travel log, my travel vlogs home. Very fun.
I found the red maple leaves of autumn. Turns out they were in Cape Breton all along. Who knew? In terms of Karen lore, my family moved to Sydney, Nova Scotia in year 2000, and I attended my last couple of years in high school in the city. I also spent a lot of time in this park, Wentworth Park, feeding ducks. I mean, that's just what you do, and imagining being somewhere else. Not that I didn't like Sydney, but that's just the age, 17, 18, when you imagine seeing other parts of the world. But a funny thing happened in the last 25 years. A lot of other people wanted to see Sydney. Tourism's been the leading industry here for decades, but 2025 in particular has been a record year for folks coming from other parts of Canada, coming from the United States, Europe, and a lot of them come on cruise ships. There's 3 of them in the harbor here. You can't actually see the 3rd one because it's further up. People either stay in the city, shop, explore the historic destinations, get on buses to go to other parts of the island, see the big fiddle. Here's Dad and I dancing a jig in front of the 60-foot fiberglass fiddle. Cape Breton isn't just a place to visit. Many people choose to live here longer term. There's many new Canadians, there's many students at the local university, and there's even a brand new community college campus right on the water. Actually, one of my motivations for this trip was my sister graduating from her most recent college program as a continuing care assistant, and it was her birthday too. So I'm so glad I got to celebrate. Additional highlights included Blues Night at the French Club. These guys were part of a rich musical tradition that expands beyond the stereotypical fiddles you saw earlier, and into other cultures and traditions from the US and parts of Europe. I also had in my mind to attend the Life of a Showgirl release party from Taylor Swift in theaters. I wasn't sure if I would be enthusiastic enough to go, but I figured, hey, I mean, high school me would have definitely done it as a person who liked pop music, and also just something that was happening on a Friday night in Sydney. And actually it filled up 2 full theaters at the Sydney Cineplex, so clearly a lot of other people had the same idea. I think across North America the event wasn't necessarily well received just because people weren't sure what to expect from a theatrical release that wasn't billed as a concert or series of full production music videos a la Beyonce's Lemonade or something. But honestly, nobody was complaining in the theater I was in. Everybody was pretty transfixed in the sense that we were all actually just listening to music for 90 minutes and watching one full-length music video, and the rest of the album is lyric videos. We're watching the lyrics on the screen and some pretty rudimentary animations, but I think people were just really into the music. Nobody had seen or heard the visuals or heard the music before, those songs, all brand new. And honestly, for the time and place we're in, where everyone is always saying that we're deprived of our attention spans and can never slow down or appreciate anything, we were all doing that, and the community was there. Like, I mean, the community is pretty much other middle-aged women and their kids, if they have them, little girls, but I mean, they were all sitting still and paying attention. So you know what, I thought it was great, and I do like the album. People have asked me because they know that I'm more of a Swiftie than they probably are, even if I'm not a super duper fan. And lastly, no trip to Cape Breton Island would be complete without a beach day. Here we are at Dominion Beach. You can see the wind turbines and power plant in the first shot there, the rolling waves. On this day and throughout the trip, I was able to contemplate kind of some larger things. We celebrate birthdays and anniversaries, graduations, coming and going. There's kind of a larger coming and going. I've lived in Calgary for almost 15 years now, and there's a stereotype that if you leave Cape Breton as a young working person, you might not come back until you retire, or maybe not at all. I'd like to think that's not going to be the case for my partner and I. He is also from Cape Breton, and my other family, my in-laws, also live in Western Cape Breton. So I'd like to see all these folks more than every couple years, which is the current case. But I also don't feel like I'm quite done in Calgary yet. So we'll see what the next few years holds. Here's my parents on the beach here. There's, of course, a younger generation of cousins. I even have a nephew. And my parents just got a new rescue cat. So there's always new family members to see.
I was also very excited to attend the Wordfest Imaginairium Festival in the middle of October. I bought a ticket to the full week festival for the first time. I had attended a number of events before, like author talks and various other literary goings-on that Wordfest as an organization. Amazing to meet so many Canadian and international authors and creators, and even a book cover designer, so close to my profession as a graphic designer. We don't always get a lot of love, but you know, I was happy to share it with one of my fellow graphic professionals. So
this is Kelly Hill. She's a superstar can-lit book cover designer. That's a great title. I also saw Marion Taves, Emma Donahue, and dozens of other Canadian and international writers.
Thanks again for joining me as we mark the last 4 to 6 weeks of my life, especially my friends and family, everybody back home for watching these. This is more of a vlog life reflection than any sort of like big wraparound theme, but going home and talking to everyone about what they've been doing and what I've been doing, and realizing that my cousins and aunts and uncles and everybody has been following along with these videos, not just like here and there, but like pretty dedicatedly. I'm super grateful. So thanks again for that. And yeah, we'll see you soon and take care.